Hey, what's up guys? It's Veil of Huntress and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Nascha and I am a dark feminine mentor over here on YouTube, and I do spiritually based video topics around the occult, dark goddesses, the priestesses, and sacred sexuality. So yeah, if you are new, welcome. Please subscribe if you really resonate with my energy and the readings here that I do, and the information that I will be channeling through for you. If you'd like to follow me on any of my social media links, I am on Instagram and TikTok, and my handle is at Veil of Huntress. So yeah, I post a lot of stories and reels that I don't, like I'm always on Instagram. So yeah, if you're looking for more ways to go deeper into your priestess gifts, working with the dark goddesses, then yeah, come follow me over there. Great, so today I'm going to be channeling messages for, I'm going to do 3 different groups today, and what I want to kind of be covering is this is all about your sacred priestess gifts, and really I wanted to touch more to go deeper into this because I know a lot of people are very interested, and that's obviously why you're here on this channel. And we're going to I'm just going to see how this flows, because I pretty much always just leave it up to whatever comes through, so I haven't planned anything. This is going to be a lot around the course that I'm offering, which is a 7-week deep dive. So I just want to bring through this energy for you to experience, so you can get a taste of kind of what I'm going to be offering. So it's going to be I'm going to be doing like 2-hour sessions that are going to be live every week for the 7 weeks, and we're going to have a private Facebook group where I'll be reposting. So I'm doing 2 different time zones because I know a lot of you are overseas and I'm in Australia, so it pretty much I feel is just all going to work out. But this is I'm going to leave all the information down in the description box, so you can click on that to get more information about the course if you're wanting to access and uncover more of your priestess gifts. And it's like using it in the modern world now, and pretty much just the way I live my life is about a lot of, since I started working with dark feminine energy, it's opened me up to more opportunities and more of my gifts. Like every time I just go deeper into uncovering more, and like I always say, because a lot of like the readings and the groups that I've had, like this is a lifelong journey. You're not, it's like you would keep working on this, because it's like the more you do it, the more you uncover, the more you don't kind of just stay, you don't just like access the dark feminine and it stays there. This is something that you go deeper in for like healing, and this is all about being self-empowered, having more confidence, doing the work, or having a career, or like a love life, or both, that you like fucking really love, and not having to be in the rat race, not having to have like a 9-to-5. Like you can actually build the life that you want. And this is like, the more I've worked with this energy, I've been able to do this. So this is like what I know is my calling, and that I'm here to inspire you and kind of just like see, like, I guess opening a doorway or opening that portal to you seeing the opportunities and working through kind of obstacles or barriers that might come up in your life. And like I always, like, it's kind of like I said, this lifelong process, in that you will always come up against obstacles in your life. It's like, you kind of get over a hurdle, and the more you elevate, you will always come up against something else. And it's like not giving up, I always say. But these are for people that you know, are really wanting to do the work and really feel called to. And I know that like a lot of this comes from past lives, which is like I work in the Akashic records. So this is very much, we're going in this course I'm going to be taking you on journeys where I've like done very many of them before, and I can like take you into like these places. So it's pretty like fucking epic. Anyway, so let's just like I'm going to have I'm gonna have 3 options for you to choose from. So the first one's going to be, I'm going to have Sacred Priestess Gifts is going to be at number 1. And then group 2 is going to be Ritual. And group 3 is going to be Sacred Sexuality. So feel free to listen to all the messages if you want to, or just like pick the one that you best resonate with. And I'm just going to really be opening up and bringing forth like what you really need to hear, and what will be very, I guess, like what is most beneficial to you, and what do you need to hear about this. And yeah, so let's pretty much like begin. Hey, part 1. So you chose Sacred Priestess. Sacred Priestess Gifts for part 1. So let's tune in to energy. So what I'm hearing from Spirit, the people that chose this group, I feel like this calling has been getting quite loud, and you have always known that this has been a part of your destiny. You are someone that feels like you don't fit into society or into kind of like a lot of groups. You've always kind of felt like that outcast is what I'm getting. But there's something about you fully coming into your own and fully like ready to blossom. You're ready to open up, and I'm kind of getting this image of the rose that is waiting to be like, it's kind of what you want to be. You also want to be explored. You want to explore different partners. You want to explore your body. You want to be fully seen in your priestess, like beauty and sexuality, and you just want to fully open your heart up to this. I can feel it. And this is kind of like, I feel that this is the stage that you're in, and what they're showing me is that you're like, I'm ready. I'm fully ready to open up more to this gift, open up more to being witnessed, and witnessed as like you don't want to hide now. You want to be witnessed, and in this energy, in this priestess beauty is what I'm getting. And there's something about you coming out of your shell. I get like an energy from you that you might have spent I just kind of get like that you're either been alone for a while, or you consider yourself kind of, you haven't really found like your tribe, or you haven't really found where you belong. You've always, like I said, there's this outcast thing that you've experienced like for quite a while is what I'm getting. So this is very much new energy, and very much like a heart opening, and you're like really ready to step into this is what I'm getting. Yeah. Belief in your beauty. I can't really show all these cards because they're like, oh, she's kind of like, yeah. But belief in your beauty. So she's like on this horse, freedom, like exploration. And I feel that you are someone that is wanting to be more liberated in your views about how you want to live your life, and very much about, like I said, exploring your body as like a portal to the divine. You're wanting to open up more to access more gifts, access more beauty. You're very much in the element of self-care, and you're not wanting to blend in. You've never blended in. But it's kind of like in the stage that you're in now, you're really accessing something that is very sacred. And like I said, this is all around like this magnetic quality that you have, but you've been working on this for a while. This is, you were drawn to this pile, I'm being told, because obviously you were a priestess before, but it's like you're searching for something. You're wanting to be, because you've never really fit into a group or into, you've always had to pretend to be something else, is what I'm getting. And I feel that there was something that always happened to you with your beauty, whether it was like around jealousy, or whether around connections not treating you with the respect that you deserved. But this was all about you learning a lot about your self-worth, about your independence. And that's why I get this energy where I just feel like it's you and not really anyone else that is like around you, is what I'm getting. And it's like, this is a stage in your life where you're really being asked and called to step into your power and to show yourself. And I had, like I said, I had this energy of you in the past hiding away, but you've been through this whole journey where it's like the goddess priestess, like this is like your path. And remember, like, it doesn't matter what you're doing in the world, it is a way of living. Like, this is an essence. Like, we've kind of been conditioned to live in like the society of like how life is meant to be, but you don't fit into this box. You're meant to be doing something very different, very unique with your life. And I feel like you're at a point in your life where you're really asking, like, what is it? Like, you're ready to come out, you're ready to explore this, and you're kind of like, because maybe you believe that you don't fit anywhere, but you do. Like, this is why you're here, because and something within you resonates like with an energy within me, right? Because we are of the same essence. We have been through the same things, and we both have had past lives where we've worked in this energy. We are priestesses, and you fully are someone that is of, because I just get a lot of beauty with you. This is around how you look, but more of like your energy, more of how you've been taking care of yourself. And you're really, like I keep getting, you're asking, how can I best use this in the world? Like, I know there's more. I know I've never fit in, but it's like you're feeling this calling, and it's like, this is why you're like here on this channel, because, or just like listening to me now, because there's something that is a resonance, right? And you know there is more, and you're wanting to explore this, to open up, to access more of these gifts, and to shine, and like finding your unique essence, finding the work, the sacred work that you're meant to be doing here, and to be finding your tribe, finding your people, finding your soul family, and you're calling them in, right? So this is going to be a process. Like, we're all in different stages, but definitely feeling like the sacred priestess gift is very much something that you're opening up to. You felt it all your life because you just didn't really fit in. And maybe you tried to express this before, and there was judgment, or you just hadn't found how to do it, or how to feel confident in doing it. And this is kind of where you're in this point now, where things are like, I just get you just like, whatever this is, like, it's like, there's a higher calling, you're going to be like, your destiny is like something else. You didn't come here for a boring life. You didn't come here to be, I don't know, I feel like I kind of am here, and like, maybe just think that this is like how life is meant to be, or you're meant to be doing this job, you don't really like it, or you're trying to be like, where are my people? But life is meant to be different for you, and you know this. So I really am getting this about you. It's like very strongly coming through. I very much get that. Because I said there was something about your beauty and you having been through very challenging connections, and especially around whoever these people were in terms of love connections, because they took advantage of your kindness, but you're coming into your power. You went through all that bullshit because you know that in life you want a partner that is going to be an equal to you, that is not going to kind of not want you to shine, to suppress you, or to be manipulative to you. And that's why you go through these like kind of challenging relationships, and where you thought people just wanted you because of what. So that's why this thing with your beauty, that it's okay to like, I'm getting this thing around that you were sexualized, or you had this thing where you thought if you showed yourself you would be called specific names, okay? But this all comes, like generally go on the blogs on my website, because I'm going to be blogging, and I'm going to put one up too, like hopefully around the same time that I posted this, around the like sacred sexual priestesses and what it means and all these past lives, because there's a whole lot of like stuff around this where it can get confusing, and there's just, so I'm like, definitely read that, this blog that I'm going to be putting up around that, because you have a healing gift, and a lot of the times, like when your light shines, you will, and you're going through life lessons, you're going to attract these, narcissists, manipulative people, past life connections, all these people that are coming in to teach you, like these are all lessons. Everyone that's come into your life has been a lesson for you, because there was a thing here around showing your beauty in a way, but knowing that you don't have to say yes to everyone, and like very much in giving too much away, giving your heart away, giving light, because that is, like a priestess is someone that heals, that is someone that has the ability, like she opens her heart up, and she is someone, or however you identify, okay, I'll just say like she is like opening her heart up because she feels, and that's why you've been hurt so many times, because of not everyone, unfortunately, in this life is going to have the light and the love that you vibrate on, and they're attracted to you because you are healing them, and then there's just this whole like fucking manipulation around that. So you're learning about different types of people in this life that you will be especially sexually connecting to, and that have taken your power, okay? So you can still be a priestess in her healing power, in her fucking like confidence, and not have people drain the fuck out of you. So that's kind of like what I want to say, is that this is a journey, because we have been kind of, or when you over like, over pleasing and over giving, and we just want to heal everyone in the world, and we just think that is the right thing, and then you just get drained, and then you get sick, and you have people around you that are just in and out of your life, and that, especially too, if you are sexually connecting with these people, they will be siphoning the fuck out of your energy, and you would just so this is a lesson. So like I always say, it's lifelong like lesson, and this is not judgment. This is me just speaking my truth and channeling, because this is what you need to hear. And it's about also not being hard on ourselves, and knowing that you're not going to be perfect, you're not going to know everything, and doing the inner work and being here, and accessing, like reading the blogs and things to find, like, because it's like finding the people and finding the groups that resonate with you, and that you feel these messages. Like if this is resonating with you, it's like, these are the things you need to be hearing. And it's like, even in my own life, I'm always working, and it's like fucking hard. It's not like, I know I just like did all this stuff and like am don't go through hard times. I've go through fucking really, really difficult times in my life. And I feel sometimes maybe I need to say this is like, if you're wanting to start something, if you're wanting to do like your business or putting yourself out there, and it's like, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. And it's like the more you do it, the more confident you become. And it doesn't come easily, I'm going to say that, because you need working for yourself or doing the work and looking at what is like fucking coming up is also being patient with yourself, and the even just the act of like loving yourself can sometimes be challenging. And you know, so it's not like I'm just coming on here and just being like I fucking know everything, so and my life has been easy, because it hasn't. And just even putting myself out there and doing the work is you know, and having these services for other people is like, these type of things is like you just have to do it. And having support and listening to things like this, or you know, coming on my course is like why I put these out, because I know it's like I've been through all these things as well. And it's like someone, if you resonate with their energy, is like there is something else out there for you. You don't have to have, I would just say, I'm going to say, you don't have to have like a life that you're not, you know, that you're unhappy with. But to get to that life, and to, you've got to like do the things, okay? You can't just like wish it and it's just going to come true, or be a victim and be like, nothing's changing for me. But it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing to change it? What are you doing to access more of your sacred gifts that you have? Because you will be challenged. And it's like, are you going to just lie down and just do nothing, or are you going to get up and not let people take your power? Whoever those connections are, whoever that person was, do not let them take your power. Call your fucking power back, and know that you're meant to have a life here on earth that is around loving people that actually care for you. And you can have a loving partner if that's what you're wanting, or you know, lovers that are on your like, well, they're probably not like, I don't know if they're going to be on your like vibration, but being more self-aware in this energy, and being discerning of, especially this is what I'm going to be talking about in the course, is around these type of how energetically, like past life connections, sexual connections, how it affects you, and especially if you are someone that has, you know, as in holds this DNA of a priestess, obviously why you've like clicked on this. So if you hold this energy, you're going to have a lot of ties to, not only from past lives, but you know, like when you sexually connect with them now, that is needed to be we're going to be working all on that. Because a lot of the times, if you're just like holding on to things, of like subconsciously, or someone is like holding on to your energy, because I'll be able to see that. It's like a lot of the readings I do, it's all about that, because I can see that. It's like, I know I'm going to be telling you that this is what we need to be letting go of in order for you to become stronger in yourself. And you'll realize when you cut out like, when you block people and you cut them out of your life, you'll start to see the blessings come in. You'll start to feel stronger. You'll probably go through another huge spiritual awakening. And as I say, spiritual awakenings are continuous. You will always be evolving and like purging. And then it's like purging the old out, especially if you are, if you're still like, you know, connecting, even not, you're not seeing this person, but you're connecting psychically and they're still attached to you, this is still going to affect how the blocks and obstacles that you are coming across in order for you to fully be accessing your full power. And it's like a lot of these connections and all these like readings that go on about, you know, just people getting addicted to this like this energy that is just holding you back from your full potential. And, you know, like, you would want to, or, you know, this is what I would, I believe, is like having your own empire, having your own energy, knowing yourself, having confidence, and having someone that comes in that is supporting that energy. So, you know, if that connection isn't working now, if that whatever isn't working, let that fucking go and work on yourself. Work on doing it. Like, what's your passion? What do you want to be doing? What is your calling? This is a distraction. And I want to say also too, which I will be talking about in the course, is like some of these connections too, especially if they've got lower vibrations, is like there's so much like psychic, there's like so much other energies and lower energies and things like this. I don't really talk that much about it, but I will be on the light course. Is that it will be, if you have a calling here that is like your destiny and what you're meant to be doing in this world, and you're like you know, over here thinking about this other person and putting your energy and your focus into that, that's just deterring you from what you came here to do. Okay, let that person go. If they're meant to be with you, they're meant to be with you. Okay, focus on you, focus on like what you're here to do, because those lower energies will be attached to that person, and that person will be just like a distraction from what you came here to do. And so yeah, that's kind of like a bit the sun. So this has been coming up a lot in my readings. This is the time to be creating the identity, the real you, not the person that is like Wheel of Fortune, not the person that is just like waiting for someone to change, or here in the Star. This is all about your destiny, building an empire. It's like amazing cards. This is everything here that is waiting for you on the other side. Letting go of the other energies, focusing the energy on you, creating the life that you want. And then whoever is meant to be, you know, if you are looking for love, whoever is meant to be, or if you are wanting lovers, have lovers that like fucking are not energy vampires and are trying to just distract you from your life. Okay, is what I'm getting. You're here for something that is you know, like whoever is like, I've put out onto my channel that whoever is meant to resonate with my messages will resonate, and I don't actually give a fuck if like whoever like doesn't, or like I just actually don't care anymore, because I know that I'm here to speak to the people that are like the priestesses, and I'm doing this work and opening these courses up because I very much believe that in my life and what I've come across in every, like, you know, I'm not going to let those hard times, the connections, the the spiritual attacks, all of the fucking bullshit that I've had to deal with, I'm not going to let other people's energies deter me from what I'm here, like what I'm here to do and what my destiny is. And that, you know, if I wasn't doing this, that, you know, how many other people could I be helping? Because I know what it feels like to be in the dark, to have, you know, not any support around you. And most of this stuff I've had to do by myself. So, and I feel that I was meant to, half of it was meant to do on my own, because I was, you know, there's always a learning, there's always a strength that comes out of it. In the darkness, you will access more of your gifts. And if I didn't go through all of that bullshit, it was to show me, it was to teach me, okay? And it was to show me who those energies are and who, because if I didn't go through all this stuff, and if I wasn't able to read the psyche of like these different types of energies and experience, you know, the different spirit world and things that I don't actually really talk about that much, you know, there's a lot of things that have happened in my life, but I'm not going to be a victim and just lie down and be like, okay, I just went through all of that and, you know, I'm just going to put that away. I'm not. And The strength comes in you going through these obstacles, going through the difficult times in your life, going through the bullshit people, so you can fully step into your destiny. And remember, they're just going to be a distraction for you. So if you do want to join my course, my link is in the description box. If you have questions for me, there's a contact form on my website. I'm more than happy to ask you, for you to ask me anything else that you're wanting to know about. So it's going to be a time where you can get like personal, because we're going to be in a group setting, like online on Zoom. So you can ask me questions. I'm going to be doing like at the end of like our sessions, probably doing like your like one-on-one like mentoring like on the calls. So I'm really passionate about this, and I really just took a break to think about where was spirit leading me, and it was pretty much that, you know, I'm never going to give up, and this is what I'm here to do. So the people that thought I was going to give up, we can pretty much like get fucked, because I'm not going to. So that is what I have for you. Don't forget to like this video as well. Leave a comment. Tell me how you felt about it. And hopefully I will see you on my course. Hey, what's up, pile 2? So welcome to your message, and you chose 2 was ritual. So let's see. Okay, there's a lot of I'm getting a lot of ancient knowledge that you hold because you are an old soul. So this is something that is around rituals and practices. That is something that is an essence of what you have always done. You've done this in a past life before. I very much get Egypt with this group as well. I feel like you already know this group. You have I'm getting something about the wise council as well. You have like your ancestors are very well versed in the art of ritual practice. A lot of moon goddess energy is coming through. It's really, really beautiful. Okay. So what is the message for this group here? You are someone that is meant to, you're very much stepping into your power and your financial abundance is what I'm getting. Yeah. There's something about you and your energy, and something about with the Tower too, that your life and what has been called of you is to fully, you went through something. You've always, like, you go through many, like we all know, we have many spiritual awakenings and many dark nights of the soul. You just came out of one. Something has, you're either in it now, or there's something here where they're telling me that it's very much something around a dark spot here, a dark place at the moment. So some of you are still in this place, and some of you are just kind of like on the verge of, how do I get out, or when is this like ending, or you're just coming out of it, something here. Okay. There's a lot of things coming through that you're processing. You might be having dreams too about things that have happened in your life, but they're very much linked around your ancestry and the patterns that have happened in the ancestors, and that are very much around you, that you've come back to learn and to process for a lot of ancestors. Okay, so there's a kind of a lot of heavy kind of energy here, but this moon goddess energy is coming in. So in the readings too, when you're listening to my readings, they are or any like sessions, anything that you do with me, It's not just that I'm channeling, like the spirit comes through your, like the energy that comes through is actually helping to heal you and helping for you to transition this, okay? Because I feel like this moon goddess energy is coming in for you because you're being looking for an opening. You're being wondering, it might have been quite a, because I'm getting like about, for a lot of you, that a lot of you are still kind of really in this and you've been waiting for this opening and wondering when is the opening going to like when am I going to be able to come out of this? There's very much like very vivid dreams here and very much you, I see, dreaming about what is next, like, you know. And it's like in this dark space, or, you know, like I said, whoever, like you might still be in it. You've really been processing a lot of things, but you're also thinking about what is it that I want to be doing next, and really thinking about, I know there's something else. I know this is like, yeah, there's a lot of like you going like within to think about, I know that there is more to my life, and what do I want to be doing with my life is what I'm getting. Just checking that candle. I'm going to pick a ritual. You're very much encouraged to look further into your ritual practices is what I'm getting. Some of you being like you have something you do regularly, but I'm hearing like this, like scratch the surface. There's a lot more that you could be doing is what I'm hearing. There's a lot of activation going on in your crown chakra. You could have been getting a lot of headaches, feeling quite tired. Okay, what was that? 2 cards here. You're feeling really, okay, there's 2 things coming in. Because I do feel there's a lot of guides, a lot of ants, there's a lot of people around you in the spirit realm. And you're going through or coming out of this huge purging. Like this is quite big, okay? And there's this thing around you feeling really vulnerable and you being shown a lot of things that have happened in your life. Like I said, they could be coming through in dream time, or you're having visions, because there's something here about like daydreaming or seeing things in your third, like you're somehow getting an imprint of a lot of information, and a lot of the crown was coming through for you, but you're actually going through a huge purging. The way, yeah, but this is like through, like I said, like it's like you need to processing a lot of information and processing a lot of feelings, because you're being shown a lot through like the dream time and like the imprints in your mind. And you're really like, this is quite like, I can feel you're going through quite a huge what do I call it, transformation, okay? And it's almost like too, you're being shown different types of scenarios where you're really looking that you've had in your life, different types of situations, and you're almost like reliving these situations, and they're kind of coming up again, or you're thinking about them, or there's something here where you're really like, you forgot about something and it's coming up, or there's like people from the past. So there's a lot of things that is really being shown to you, because what is happening is that it's almost like I just want to see what is on the other end of this purging. Okay, this is to do around your work for sure, and to do then, okay, this is to do around some type of project or work. We have the three of the discs and the 6 of discs here, like success, and this one says work. So to me, this is like telling me that there's a lot of things here about, there's something about a work, a project or something that you need to go through this purging. You need to go through this in order for you to have success in something that you're planning to do. But this needs to occur first. So I just want to find out what they want to say about, yeah, because something like fully just kind of went to shit in your life. And we know that when you go through the lowest lows, when you go through the fucking hardest times, is when you're going to have the most amazing breakthroughs. So whoever's listening to this, know that this is like, I know it's like, it doesn't feel like it, but when you go through the shittest times in your life is when you're going to have like the biggest fucking breakthroughs. This is because it's preparing you for something. You have been thinking about something that you want to do, some project or something that is here. And in order for this to be successful, you need to go through this, okay? And a lot of, I just keep getting this thing about, it's like, and I say this because I go through them all the time. And of course, I can get in those stages where I'm just like, why the fuck does this happen to me? Why do people treat me like this? Or why? And I can go into that mindset, and it just like gets deeper and deeper again. If you just like go into that, and you can fully put yourself into a fucking dark hole. Okay, so what is being shown here, and what is like, these scenarios, these situations are being shown to you so you can fully see them for as they are, for what has, like, sometimes we think about things and why did they happen to me? Why did this happen? And we kind of can get defensive or angry or blame other people. But what is the situation showing you? What are they trying to reveal to you? It's perception. Something has been revealed to you. Something has been purified from you. So you can learn from this and see this energy. You can read it for as it is. You can, it might be something to do with your work. It might be something that you're going to be energetically showing other people. But in order for you to move through, you need to see this situation for what it was, okay? And about not having judgment on yourself, having compassion for yourself and kindness for yourself, that, nobody is perfect and we're all on a fucking journey. Okay? It's like, no one is better than anyone. And really, at the end of the day, we're just trying to, especially when you are awakened to spirituality and you feel energy and you see things, and you are someone that goes through very hard lessons and very deep fucking, you go deep into those dark places, and you go deep into them because it's where you see and learn. But you're not meant to stay there, okay? And you're not meant to be a victim in there. You're meant to see things. They're being revealed to you. And it's like help is being offered to you. Some of you, help is being offered to you, but you almost just want to stay in there, okay? So do you want to stay in there, or are you going to process the shit, and then are you going to like, all right, we're processing this because I'm being shown, I'm being given a gift, I'm being shown something, because in this vulnerability and me being in this energetic space is because I will be able to, whatever it is, there's something in this energetic space, it is going to bring you the success in this, something around like an idea or a plan, okay, is what I'm getting. And that's only when you're going to move forward. But they're just saying too about there's like a ritual that you could be going deeper into your practice, is what I'm getting, which is what I'll be doing in my Unveiled the Lover course. We're definitely going to be diving in. I'm going to be doing a lot of live rituals, and we're going to be like feeling into this energy and going like, what are the obstacles we're facing? What is coming up for you? And in a group setting, in our collective energy, that's how we all like, that's how you heal, because you find the people that are like your soul tribe, that are your energetic, like you vibe with, right? If you vibe with my energy and you know that these messages are really landing for you, that something here is like, could be calling to you. So I invite you to like have a look at that, which will be down in the description box. So I'm going to be going very deep in ritual practice and bringing a lot of like, we're going to be going into the Akashic records and looking at like your fucking life. Okay, because obviously you're someone who goes through very, I'm hearing that, the hard times, but very enlightening times. Like you go really deep, but some of you are just like maybe feeling stuck there. And you just kind of need maybe a bit of like that moon, like we're going to be doing a lot of rituals too around the moon, bringing that energy in. And this is like an invitation. This is an invitation for you to welcome in this energy and to welcome in some healing and some kind of like space for you to, because I see that you are going for something. You are thinking about something and you're probably like, when is this shit going to like shift for me is what I'm getting. Let's have a look. It's like Ten of Cups, a magician. There is emotional happiness waiting for you. Your life is not meant to be all these like fucking dark times, okay? It's kind of always what I felt. Went through so many difficult times that you kind of start to feel that, is this what life is? And you have, because this is all around a belief, this is all around like what we believe, right? Our inner, because we go through, and that's what I'm saying, like because it's like your energy too this is your energy, that you go through very hard times and you've kind of maybe had a belief that life is like fucking hard. I'm probably always going to go through this and I'm never going to have this. There's like a belief here that, am I actually going to have, Ten of Cups being the ultimate, like, lacking everything in emotional happiness. And you're probably wondering, like, is this actually going to happen to me, or am I going to always be going through this, like, bullshit? Yes, you are. This is, like, your life. But it's like there's something around, like, a core belief here where you're believing that because you go through difficult and challenging times that this is like how your life is meant to be. But no, it is not meant to be like this. You're meant to be happy. But in life, we go through this. And because you feel so deeply and because you're here processing a lot, it's pretty like I get this like underworld energy with you and this like real wise shamanic like vibe with you. But it's just saying that you go through these deep dives, you go through it. So maybe just need like a little bit of like help to kind of bring you up to know that you don't have to fucking stay there. It's just the way you feel things. You're a deep fucking person and you're an old soul, so you feel things very deeply, but you're not meant to have like a miserable life. You're meant to have everything you deserve, okay? So if you want to join and you're interested in my 7-week Unveiled the Lovers course, have a look. It's down in the description box. If you do have questions, I'm so happy to answer them. You can to contact me, just go, there's like a contact page on my website, and even just whatever's on your mind. I'm so open. I always answer my emails, so that's always like where you can, like, I'm more than happy to. Because I'm really opening this up and going deep because I was really called to do. And this time I've had a break, and I know there are people that are, energetically on the same like vibe as me, and that, like I said, being in a group energy is very fucking healing. and there's something here that in you adding to this energy and your amazing energy, you're helping like your other collective priestesses, or whatever you want to call them. Like, you know, we're all here just to, I guess, like learn through our lessons, elevate, and be there for each other, and know that there are people out there that are just like you and go through the same things that you do, because I go through this. The only reason I can read this energy and why you're here is because I go through the same things, and I've been through the same shit too. But then I'm still here, you know, like I still go through those challenges, but I will never give up, and I will still keep doing what I love. And I so want that for you too. So yeah, that is, so I hope this has resonated with you and opened something up within you, that you know that you are meant to have a happy life, okay? You're not meant to have, just because you feel things and, you know, you're a deep person and you can read other people and all this stuff, and you're, you know, going through all this ancestral healing and helping, you know, it's like hard work, and, you know, having people around you that support you in this life is important. Okay, so feel free to leave me a comment and like this video if you liked it, and yeah, I will see you in the next video on my course. So yeah, see ya. Hey, what's up, pile 3, and welcome to your messages. So you chose the sacred sexuality. Hearing blossoming into the new you. Ready to go deeper into my practice. Ready to go deeper into my practice. I know there's more. I know there's more to life. Queen of Discs. You're searching for something more. You're searching, either some of you are searching for a new home, I'm getting, but more of like an inside kind of internal search. You know you're very different. You know you want something more. And this is also around Queen of Discs, financial, kind of being stable, having something for yourself, having this, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be like an empire or, you know, but I'm getting a lot of things around financial success, laying a foundation down for your life, you're searching, you know there's more, you've been really going inward is what I'm getting. Yeah, there's a lot of things around like your home coming through, feeling like, especially if this is like a ghost, I'm getting like Capricorn. There's other things, and we are coming up, this reading's timeless, but we are coming up to this full moon too in Capricorn. So I am getting things around work for sure. You're really thinking about your destiny and what you came here to do. What is your purpose? I'm getting life. What is something about my life purpose? You're really been thinking about this very deeply is what I'm getting. There is something that hasn't been working out in your life, or you're almost like the point like you want to give up. The 5 of Cups here. I feel like it's kind of being like disappointment after disappointment recently. And you're almost like, I know, it's like, you know that you're here for something more. You know your destiny is not, you know it's big. Like I can fucking feel it, and I can feel your energy. You feel this energy, and you know that I'm not here to be mediocre. I'm not here to like live a like boring life. And I'm getting like you want to travel, you want to explore, you want to do more, but things are just like not, there's something here, and like you're trying to find the alignment, like something's been out of alignment. But I'm also hearing that the disappointments and these were things that were kind of shifting you and also teaching you that in life too, we need to have these disappointments. We need to have things that don't work out for us to shift us into kind of like the next stage, but also that these things are showing us that when these amazing highs, when these amazing things come in for you, that you will appreciate them and you will know, fuck yes, this is for me. So there's kind of a lot of like lessons here too, but also that these so-called disappointments were shifting you away. I'm getting almost like a clock, like destiny. I'm also hearing, yeah, like divine timing. You're shifting to, so hearing so much different parallel. You're so meant to be on my course. We're going to be doing like, I'm going to be doing like a journey to, a lot of this is like about my course that I'm doing, the Unveiled, the Lover, is going to be about bringing your identity out. This person that you're wanting, that you know that is you. This person already exists. She already exists, or however you identify. And this is what we're going to be doing in the course, is bringing this person out to be living the life that you want to. And I don't just say that in like a fucking cliche way. Like, I am, you know, I don't just say, like, I think if you've been following me for a while, if you're new here, like, welcome. But so everything that I've done and what I do is kind of like being in a state of what it is that I'm here to be doing. And it's like I kind of go through the same things too, where I can be like, you know, what is it here that I'm meant to be doing? What is my destiny? But it's like there is kind of this way where it's like you can create something that you want, because I feel like I said, this is something that you've been searching for and something that you've been thinking about, because you want to create something. You want to create like a lifestyle. You want to travel. You want to be, yeah, but it's like I'm kind of getting there's something where this is a lot around like your money. And yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so you've really been through it. So like the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and then you got the disappointment. Life has been very hard for you. You've had to end a lot of things. You've had to end a lot of connections. You've had a lot of things that have like broken your heart, and very, very deeply is what I'm getting. So you know, it's almost like you're like, when is my fucking time? Is all life going to give me is endings, heartbreak, kind of ruin, and things not working out for me. But there's something inside of you that knows that there is something more. And you know deep down somewhere in there that this isn't all that life is going to give you. You know that. But I'm kind of getting that, as I almost get too with you, that that's what I'm hearing. There's also a lot of things coming through about your heart space. And the heart being that in those heartbreaks, in that time where your heart is like so fucking pierced, and you just don't, you sometimes think like, how am I ever going to get through this? How am I ever going to get over this pain? Is this how my life is going to be? No, it is not how your life is going to be forever, okay? I like promise you that you go through these really intense heart kind of breaks and things not working out for you. This like something I feel is very, very strong in your energy, because there's a lot of very strong cards and messages. So you go through a lot of these heartbreaks because they're activations. They're opening you up to gifts. They're opening you up to your essence of who you are, your sacred power. And this is kind of what we're going to be doing in my 7-week course, is activating, because your heart space is where you get divine wisdom. But I'm going to be connecting it with another part of your energetic field, which is going to be in my course, where this is where you'll be accessing divine wisdom, but sacred, like sexual energy, which is for empowerment, confidence, magnetism, but magnetism that you're attracting this thing that you're searching for, is what, you know, what you're wanting in your life. So it's going to be very much activated to bring in what you want, bring in what you desire, bring in the creativity, bring in the joy of like, what are you passionate about and what do you want to do? And that things are not always going to, you know, you're not always going to have the disappointment. You know, in life we do have the heartbreak, we do have this pain, but when you go through it, when you heal yourself, because it's showing you something, it's very healing, very magical, and that's where you get your power from. The heartbreaks are activations, okay? And I know you're probably going through something right now, as I can kind of like sense it here and see it, that this is about you knowing that whatever it is you're searching for, that you can truly have in your life, and that things are, you know, you're not always going to experience this, but are you going to take the lessons? Are you going to learn from this? Are you going to bring this healing energy back into your life, back into your heart space, and know that you can still be of love, you can still have a loving power to you, but that it's about also, we're going to be doing a lot of things around talking about a lot of energy, like sexual energy, and different partners, different connections, or just people around you that you could be wanting. And we're getting a lot of things around boundaries with you and bringing in this new energy, this new life, and that you don't have to have these people around you anymore. But are you going to kind of always just be wishing, or are you going to do something about it? Because I see that there is something that's very much wanting to be seen in you, but also because you've gone through this activation. Some of you are very much getting around looking for like some type of, you're wanting to explore more around sexuality too, if not, you know, some of you with other people, but I'm getting to around yourself, being expressive, being creative, being poetic, bringing in this like fucking divine love that you have. And you are not always going to feel like this. Like I said, you will move through this, okay? And if this is something, if like you're interested in more of like getting in touch with your sexuality in a way that is expressive, and that you can emit this energy and bring it into your work, bring it into your love life, then come join my course. The link is in the description box. If you do have questions for me, just email me on my contact page. I'm more than happy to answer questions that you have. And we're going to be really touching on, we're going to be doing a lot of like ritual, a lot of dance, body movement, clearing this energy out from you so you can bring in the fucking divine like wisdom, okay? There's a lot of things that are going to be activated that I'm going to be doing that is very much connected to the body. So we've got different modules, and a lot of it too, I'm going to do like an embodiment one, because being in dark feminine energy, bringing in sacral energy, and a lot of healing comes from being down within the earth chakras too, but like a lot of body. It's just a fucking embodiment. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I feel you are wanting, like I said, you're searching for something. So if you feel this is like something that is calling to you and something that you want to be expressive in and just own, like I feel you are kind of maybe some of you are wanting to express this with the different people, and that's kind of like how you learn too with this energy, you know, each their own. Like we all have a different path, but it's like using this this sexual power for as an embodiment of like your wisdom, but your sexual divine like femininity, okay, and like who you are as a being, who you want to be in this world. And knowing, like I said, that heartbreak and that thing that you're going through is because it's bringing in divine wisdom for you, and that you know that you're here for something more. So yeah, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave me a comment. I would love to hear how you felt about it. And yeah, I will hope to see you in my reading, in my course. And yeah, I'm super excited, and I'm just calling in like, and I just know the people there are going to be the ones that are going to very much resonate with like this priestess energy, sacred sexuality, ritual magic. Like this is all elements of everything I've learned in like the past like 18 years. And very much that I welcome you as like, you know, that no one is like better than anyone. We're all like here as a collective, especially in my group, going to be the energy it brings and healing and activations for all of us in there. Okay. And so, yeah, so Priestess, if this is calling to you, I very much am open to love to have you there. So thank you for being here. And yeah, I feel so much like there's such a breakthrough here for you, coming for you. So be open to it, okay? So yeah, I'll see you in the next video or on my course. See ya.